Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. On my channel, I track my journey as I dive into the world of skincare and luxury beauties. The purpose of this video is to do an unboxing and to kick off a 30-day intensive LED therapy here at home with an infrared red light device that I just purchased. This is the Boost. It is by the Light Salon, which I have back here. In this video, I'll go over my decision process, why I selected this particular mask with all of the available options. While I'm doing that, I thought I'd use this session also to do my first treatment, and I'll be tracking at least a 10-minute cycle for the next 30 days. We'll do close-up before and after of my skin. First of all, let's cover the before and after pictures, what most of you will be interested in. I have nothing on my face. I've washed it. I did apply a little bit of my Biologique Recherche Lotion P50. I followed that with a moisturizing toner, but this is basically raw morning skin. Late morning skin. Before we unbox the Boost, I thought I would share with you my skincare holy grail without going too deeply into my routine. I use a gentle cleanser to wash my face in the morning. It may be the CeraVe, it may be the Biologique Recherche Late VIP02. I don't believe I'll repurchase this just because of the cost. I do have a Holy Grail Biologique product lineup, but that is probably not among them. I just can't justify the price. But the Maylove Refresher AHA cleanser I do use about once a week, and I adore this product. It does have a bit of a peppermint oil, so if you're sensitive to things like that, obviously I would not recommend this, but I use it once a week as a AHA cleanser, and this helps to keep the peeling at bay from my Retin-A. After washing, I go in with a little bit of my Biologique Recherche Lotion P50. I have the 1970V formulation. I love it. That is certainly part of my holy grail. I've been following that Lotion P50 with a fermented essence. This is a hydrating, moisturizing essence. This one happens to be by Purito. I've cycled through quite a few, and I'll have an upcoming video on that, but this is the one that fills that holy grail slot for me. I follow that with the Timeless Skincare 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, vitamin E serum. Love this. They have recently repackaged it 2+ months out of this size container. Follow that, obviously, with my other serums, moisturizer, and of course, 2 Holy Grail sunscreens depending on what I'm doing. If I'm just working out or walking outside, I'll use this UV Clear. If I'm getting ready for work, this is the one I use underneath my makeup if I'm getting ready for a work day. In the evening, I will clean all my daily lotions and potions off my face with the Pharmacy Green Clean. I've gone through several balms. This is a 200 ml size. I purchased this in one of the Sephora VIB sales. After I take everything off, I usually do a double cleanse with something gentle, go in a second time with my moisturizing essence, and I follow that with, this is brewed green tea, and I just keep it in the refrigerator and use that before I use the Boost mask. Perhaps the biggest change to my skin has been through using my Curology prescription strength tretinoin, which I apply probably 4 times a week. This also includes niacinamide, 4%, azelaic acid, 5%, and tretinoin. In the wintertime, I use 0.035%. And if my skin is flaring or starts to peel, I'll swap out the Maylove Retinol Super Serum once or twice a week in lieu of my prescription tretinoin. Okay, I'm just going to walk you through the unboxing. I ordered my Boost mask from Nordstrom because I had probably just a bit over $100 worth of Nordy notes, which always helps with a pricey item like this. Comes in a dust bag with plenty of instructions and warranty information. But truly, it's simple enough to figure out. Everything comes in a zippered pouch, including things like, comes with multiple plugs for various countries, which is good to know if we ever start traveling again. Also in the pouch is a charging cable. You cannot use the boost while it's plugged in. This is the battery pack. And it was really simple to figure out how to put everything together. The only thing I had to look up was the assembly of the straps. I did choose the boost over some of the other options, basically for two reasons. Many of my favorite YouTubers have excellent videos, which I'll link below, regarding LED light therapy and near-infrared therapy. But I chose the boost because Lisa Eldridge uses this, and Retin-A over at Gothamista uses this brand. It has a combination of two different light bulbs. One is near-infrared at, I believe, 860 nanometers, and the other is LED red light at 630 nanometers. And that combination is the most effective for anti-aging, for things like discoloration, for building collagen, its attendant anti-wrinkle benefits. I will try to keep the lighting and the check-ins consistent. I do have two artificial box lights. Without further ado, my mask did come with enough charge to use it for the first time. I thought I would apply some of my Timeless hyaluronic serum for this first go-around. Quite a bit. Consistency is less thick and gel-like than the Costa Baja, but it actually has some ingredients in it that I would not want to use on my face when I'm doing microneedling, which is another new thing I've been doing. We'll talk about that in another video. There is my serum. First time I've worn this, so I need to kind of fit it. This mask is infrared and red light, so it does penetrate to the two most desirable depths. Okay, so one 10-minute cycle did time out. The mask shuts off automatically, and I'm going to go through one more 10-minute cycle. I did have a bit of a brainstorm. I have a conference presentation to put together, and I thought I could use this time to do some planning if I can see. So I decided to take an old pair of glasses. Not my Gucci's, which I absolutely love, but just an older pair from Zenni Optical. That will allow me to either get some work done on my computer or to brainstorm some ideas on my iPad while I'm finishing up the second 10-minute treatment. Both treatment cycles have timed out. I can remove and see what the situation is. Super comfortable. I think I've seen people do this over a treatment mask, and if you purchase the Boost from Light Salon, it does include one of their hyaluronic face masks. There is significant research that shows that the LED near-infrared treatment is even more effective with actually green tea applied to the skin before you do the treatment. Lord knows I have plenty of green tea, being a big fan myself, so I'll probably be slipping in some of those treatments as we go. I'm going to zoom you in. Don't be frightened. Let's readjust this a little. I think the light is fairly good on my flesh. It's not super blown out. Color looks good. So this will be our starting point. Some of my concerns are hyperpigmentation, of course, fine lines. I do know I'm not going to see any miracles. I do understand that a device like this takes consistent use, and I do have time carved out in my schedule for that to happen, certainly over the next 30 days. In this next section, for visuals, I'm going to show you an accelerated days 1 through 30 of applying my Boost LED mask. And I'll also do a voiceover where I sort of reflect on my observations through the process and my observations on the impact of using this device. We're looking at a long time before things get back to normal, hence the bags under my face, but overall I feel like I'm in good health and I'm very grateful for that. Let's go over my final thoughts on using this LED mask. Number one, I completely love it. I've seen results in my skin and in my hair. And let's talk about my hair first, which is undergoing a bout of postmenopausal thinning, coincidentally lined up with about the time we went on lockdown in March. But I really started when I would shower. I would have a handful of shedded hair in the drain of the shower, and it was concerning. I have a brother who's 2 years older than me who is completely bald, and another brother who's 9 years older than me who's also hair deficient. While I adore my ancestors, I'd rather not look like my grandfather. That said, once I started doing more research on LED red light treatment and near infrared, I came across all kinds of helmets designed to prevent hair loss or hormonal balding. God, balding is such an ugly word. About a week into my 30-day challenge, I started putting my mask on, without my headband of course, in 2 positions on my hair, right here, and then I would loosen the straps completely and put it over the top of, just lay it over the top of my head. About a week after doing that, I noticed little tufts of new growth, which was super encouraging, but mostly I noticed a complete reversal of the hair loss I was experiencing in the shower. I continue to be thrilled about it. I don't always use my mask every day, but I certainly use it at least 4 or 5 times a week very consistently on my face and on my hair. And the hair in my shower drain has just about disappeared completely. I am absolutely astonished. I would highly recommend if you're aging. I really feel that red light therapy, whether it's this device or another, has such promising scientific data backing it up. That was the first thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed, which I believe I've already mentioned, was normally this time of year I am severely peeling because of Retin-A. Now that was actually happening in September, October, but as soon as I started using this LED mask, the peeling stopped. That's astonishing. That means I can continue using my Retin-A continuously. I've already mentioned I do give myself a break on the Retin-A at least twice a week. I'll use my Mela Moonlight Serum, which is their retinol super serum. Absolutely love this, and my skin tolerates it. Another thing I noticed is an overall brightening of my skin. Of course, I have a skincare regime that I'm very consistent with morning and night, but the glow that I get, I'm convinced is primarily from the Retin-A and from using consistently my LED mask. Another thing I've noticed is plumping of this nasal-labial area. Now I do microneedle. I've microneedled twice at home, so some of that is impacting collagen. I also use my MyoLift about 3 times a week, not nearly consistently enough. Coming up, I'm going to do a 30-day challenge with my MyoLift because I've had an awful lot of questions on my channel, people who probably found me from that MyoLift mini review. I love that tool for the absolutely relaxing spa-like experience that it delivers. I have not seen the lifting of my hooded eyes, but I have not used that tool consistently enough, so I will be doing another 30, perhaps 60-day deep dive into that following this experience, because again, I have the time, it's just a matter of making the time. Finally, I believe that my crow's feet have plump. There's an overall tone to my face that I feel has improved. We're just going to have to track before-after photos in the months coming up. Before I get on with tonight's treatment, I just wanted to thank you again. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm not always in t-shirts and headbands. It's just for this series. That's what is required to get my hair off of my face. I know we all look forward to 2021. I hope you're all healthy and finding happiness in reconnecting with people in your immediate family or with your communities. My next video is coming up in about 2 days. I'm going to walk you through my microneedling routine. So I hope you come back and join me. Thanks, ciao.